Having you. Saturday the 10th of May, start of a new one. And I'll open up the garden all morning really. A very rare phenomenon has took place at Davy Coy's today. Now this is so rare, a rare event. I really don't record anything because I was just sat struck by what I was doing. I wish I hadn't started, but you might see that the sleeper pond has had a lick of black, and so has everything else around it. And this is why I don't paint. Forgive the water, because I've just tried to wash some off. But the black's had a lick. Not all of it. I'll get up. I could be doing with painting. I don't see the sense in it. But as you can see, and I had a matting down as well. Got it on there. Got it round here. I've actually found out that I am an expert at getting paint wherever it shouldn't be, instead of getting it where it should be. So there you go. And that's why I don't paint. I'll just make a mess. I dab handy at it. Half the pagoda's done, and the other half, I might look at it after when I've calmed down a bit. But I feel at the minute I'll knock the bloody lot in. But there you go. Everything else is fine. These are a little bit sulky because I've turned the air source off, as you know. I'm still at 15.5 degrees today. It's lovely today. The big pond, the main pond if you like. No more. Big pond, this one is doing fine. These are all up and about, grubbing about for food, looking for food. Noticed a bit of flicking going on again in here, so I would imagine the flukes have made a bit of a comeback after the PP. But yeah, you can see a couple of them lying on the shelf. But in general, they're okay. If I put some food in there now, these will all fly up for it. But I think I'm just feeling a bit fed up at the minute. These are currently sitting at around about 17. Just for the record, the goshki's sold, the Tancho goshki, and the saggy's sold. So them two fish are off the record now, so they ain't going to Yorkie. Yorkie's having the two of them. There's been a few inquiries on a couple of the other fish, but nothing's materialised. Somebody asked about the big goshki, and nothing materialised on that. Somebody's asked about the shisui, nothing materialised on that so far, and a few others have been asked about, but there you go. Also, still got that for sale, the shower. If anybody's after a shower, that's still up for sale. That's on Marketplace as well. Again, I've had a lot of inquiries about it, but nobody's come to get it. But there you go. Is that just the way of the world? It is what it is. So I've lost my rag with the paint. I've put it all away. I can't be done with it no more. I've done what I've got to. I've done the front. I've done the front of the black. This side never had a coat of paint before, but as you can see, just down the edge there, I don't know if it's picking it up because of the sun. I could only get down so far. That I ain't bothered about that. This side of the pagoda's had a lick of paint down to about halfway. And then there's more paint on the Godfluer than what I've got on the wood. And that's why I don't do it. So I can't be bothered. I'll lose my rag with it. Even with putting stuff down. You know what I mean? So I might let it dry off. Let everything dry off. And see if I can find something better to put on the floor so as I can at least get some of the top done around the front. I mean, I ain't going to reach across the pond. So I'll just get the front parts done so as it looks nice. Try and get rid of the cobwebs on the rest. New company name, Bodgett and Scarpa. That's the case. Catch you later. Having ya. It's 6:15 on Saturday. As I say, I checked in this morning. I've had enough of that painting. I haven't even gone back to it. Can you see something blue? Is that weather aid? I've got a vat out. I've got the spawning brushes in, and I've got the air source heat pump on it as well. And I've also got visitors. I'll spin your hand, and we'll have a look who's with me. Here he is, the legend that is.
I've been here. You're right.
I'm Mad Dog.
Cup of tea.
So he's come down for a cup of tea. Not even a beer, I'm rather like this.
I'm driving.
Driving what?
I've got to set an example, I'm driving.
I've got a steering wheel in my pants.
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts.
Oh, okay.
So, this afternoon I decided, you know what, let's give it a go, let's get the sheros on. So we've got the love nest on. We're currently sitting at, let me have a look. Hang on, bear with me, pull it up. So what are we sitting at? Currently sitting at 25, which has actually dropped a degree, to be fair. It was 26 not so long ago. So we've got 25 degrees in there at the minute. I'm just about to get the net out and get the bowl out, and we can get the female shiro in there, and then by the later on tonight, give it a couple hours, and then I'll put the males in. So yeah, air source is on, everything else is on. Mad Dog's on the tie. He's on the tie. He's going for food in a bit as well, he says. I invited me. You know what I mean? Mate's fear, that is. I invited me, it's all. Here's the gaffer. Here's Teresa. That's Vic.
Oh, where's Vic? Not my favourite grandson, right here.
That's the grandson who we call get rid of. He comes on a Friday and he stays till a Sunday night. I know he has. These are sound, these are more right. I really love to tell you about these, but them up feeding. I'm on 3 feeds a day now. I did take the frequent feed off because it was just too much and there was food left on the top. So what we're going to do, see that shiro there, this one here, that's my female for this spawning project. That shiro is going in the pond in a minute, in the vat. When her's in the vat, I shall find the other 2 shiros, which I believe to be male. Might just totally prove me wrong, but I believe to be male, so I'll have to check the gills, turn them over and see if I'm alright. And there is a shower. There's a shower I'm going to put in the mix as well, which, if you remember, I had off Tony. I've also got this shower down here, which I know the Benny's all gone to crap on it, but that's male as well. So I've got my options. Look at him here, dickhead. He's actually getting some more soon. We come out on him now. There you go. So yeah, the other shower is this one down here. I believe that's male. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get the flouting basket, get the net out, and we're going to have a look. I'll get Mad Dog up here to do a bit of graft, because he's sitting down there keeping his bloody arse warm on the site at the minute. And we'll see what males I've got. Like I said, I know I've got 2 shiros, and I believe they're males. The one might not quite cut it, he's probably only just gone this side. But we'll stick it in anyway, we'll stick it in the mix. And we'll also get the showers in, and hopefully we'll get a spawn on. They should go, he says. I ain't expecting massive amounts because it's going to be the first spawn for the female, and it depends on whether the males are going to perform or not. So what I'll do, I'll snap back to you in a bit. I'll go and get me bowl and my net out, and we'll net them up and we'll see what we got. I'll get Mad Dog to hold the phone. Catch you in a bit. Right then, so we've got the female in the bowl, as you can see, as back end heavy. So just double check her. Yeah, it was nice and smooth, so that tells me it's female. If you've never done a check on a fish before to see if they're male or female, just run your hands down the gills, and if they're nice and smooth, you've got a female. If not, if they're a little bit rough like sandpaper, then you've got a male. But it's ready to go. It's ready to go. Like I said, I am expecting big things because this is going to be our first spawn. So, you know, I mean, if we can get a couple of thousand out of her, good uns, then happy days. I mean, the next spawn, when it's a little bit more mature next year, should be better. But we'll see how we go. So I'll hand the phone over to AJ because I've got him here at the minute. He wants to help, and I'll hand the phone to him, and he can film this while I get it in the sock and get it down in the spawning pool. So just looking at it, I ain't measured her. There's around about 40 cm. Like I said, it's back end of it. So we'll get her in the sock, we'll get her down there. We'll get a couple hours on her own to get acquainted with the pool, and then we'll start putting the males in. So let's go. This water's currently at 25. I'll have a doss round in there for a bit. I've still got the air on quite high, and I've got the return splashing in off the air source heat pump as well, just to oxygenate it. So happy days. We'll see how it gets on. We'll get her off out. Well, we'll get her a couple hours in there on her own. It's 6:20 at the minute. and we'll leave it at that. Happy days. Catch you in a bit. Right, I'm having a bit of a game here, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I'm struggling to find a male. The fish what I thought was male, i.e. the two sheros, they really ain't rough. They ain't rough at all on the scales. This one's an Oshkin shower. I have put another shower in, which I think is male. But I'm struggling to find males here. It's either that or they just ain't old enough. I've only just gone this eye most of these, so it could just be a case of, you know, they ain't going to be old enough. But we'll make the most of what we got. So I'm going to put this Oshkin shower in. This was the mid-staff's growing shower from last year, around about 35 cm. I have got another one, Oshkin shower, so, and I've put another shower in there. I am sure on the breeder. Could be a Sakamaki, won't say that off Mad Dog. So we'll see how we get on. But hopefully something will kick off. I'm bloody struggling. I'm struggling for males. Can't believe it. I thought I got plenty in here, but nothing seems to be coming up to the standard or the spec. Let's see what else we got in a minute. We'll have a look through in a minute. I'll let you know what else I'll get out. So here we are with another one. This is the other one. Yeah, Oshkin. Again, this one was from mid-staffs, but I'm suggesting it's male. Flicked it over. Looks male. It's still smooth on the gills, which I'm really surprised at, is how smooth these are. I thought these would have been ready to go, but we'll see. It's going in the pond with a female anyway. I'm getting a little bit less convinced that we're going to get anything out of this lot then, if I'm honest. Looks like I've got a pond full of females.
Ooh, we should choose a top.
Yeah, man. So there's 3 males, or suspected males, and the female in there now. Right, so this one I know is male, because when Tony bought it a couple of weeks ago, we had the Kawaku and this one in the bowl together, and I spun them over, and the Kawaku's female. I've just double checked the Kawaku. This one's male. This one is 100% male. So this one's going in anyway, so we'll see what it is. I can't remember the breeder. Tony will probably comment below as to who the breeder is. I think it was a breeder I'd never heard of before. And yeah, let's get this one in the mix, and then that'll be it then. I put no more in. Like I said, I am losing a little bit of faith now as to what's going to happen. So we'll see. It's a try out at the end of the day. So that's 5 fish in here now. So some are don't kick off. I'm all gay or lesbian, ain't I? How been ya? Sunday, the 11th of May. No spawning action. Nothing happened. Other than the air pump was packed up. So I've got to get a new one of them. I come out last night around about 12:30. Sprinkled some water on the top, sprayed some fresh water in. Thought that was going to kick off, to be honest, because what I could see of them, they seemed to be chasing the shiro, but nah. No spawning action this morning. Nothing happened, so I've got a new air pump on there today, and we'll find out what's the matter with that. Probably the cheap diaphragms have gone now. So what? There you go. But as you can see, it's another glorious day. I went out shooting last night and blanked. I don't know why I bother. But saying that, the permission will go on, there ain't that much there, and when they do to you, they're scarper. So right, so as I say, no spawning action. Sleeper pond is as it should be, and of course these are as they should be. A little bit lighter on the numbers now. I've took a few out. I'm still sure that's a bloody male though, that shiro. Sure it is. Have another look today. But there you go. Just like I said when I bowled them up, I was convinced that anything was going to happen. Maybe I'm expecting a bit too much too soon, but I don't know. With them being this size, they should go. They're 2-year-old, are they? I know there's people out there who probably, well, definitely know better than me. So if you can advise, Rich, I know you probably watch some more videos. If you could advise, don't know, I'm at 24 degrees. And they're this size, so they should go. But there you go. Right, so I'm going to get this air pump sorted, and I'll catch you later. I've only just come out here, I've only just wandered up the garden with you. I knew they hadn't sprung, so I checked out the bathroom window this morning. And there was nothing happening, they were just dossing about like nobody's business. So I might give them a bit of a water change today. And we'll see how they get on. Happy days, catch you in a bit, Aid. Having you? It's the 12th of May, Monday. I've just got back from work. They've had 3 days in the spawning pool and nothing's cooking, so there you go. So like I said when I put them in earlier on in the video, I ain't got faith, if I'm honest. So I'm just trying to cool them down a little bit before I get them back in the main pond. So I'm sitting at 24. I'll just turn that off a sec. I'm sitting at 24, and the main pond's at 18 at the moment. So I've got to get them back in there. So as you can see, them still dossing about. Nothing's happened. Absolutely no eggs whatsoever. Shiro is under there. I mean, her was mouthing at the brushes, which is sometimes a good sign. And there did seem to be a little bit of chasing going on. But nah, nothing cooking. They always work hard, do they? They always work hard. Just like I said, I was convinced with the males. I don't think they're mature enough, if I'm honest. That blackbird's singing his ear off again. So, where do we go from here? Do I wash everything down, clean everything out? And do we have a look at something else? I mean, the only other thing I could do is Sankeys, and I've only got one male, I believe, in Sankeys. And the other one, I think, is a female. I am 100% sure, because I've never had it out the pond since the day it went in. So the male Sankey is the larger one here. I believe that's to be male. And the female is this one. This one here. Now, you know my feelings on Sankey as I be a Sankey lover, but I do like that Sankey, if I'm honest. Something about it I like. I believe that to be female. Now, there might be another male in here, which is a smaller one, but again, they're saying it's going to be mature. So, you know, is it worth putting it in the mix or not? I don't know. I'd like to put 2 males against 1 female, if I'm honest. So I don't know. We shall see. But that's that one's male. I believe everything suggests male. The only other way to make sure is turn it over. And like I said, this Sankey, wherever it's gone, I've down it now. Where's he gone? It's in here somewhere. Tell you, I said it jumped since I've stood here anyway. Well, bloody see it now. Oh, down there. I believe that's female. So it seems to get a nice big body on it in the summer, so that's what's suggesting female to me. So there you go. We shall see. What I might do is I might get the others back in here and then get them out and have a look and see what they can offer. I mean, if there's a male and a female there, might be worth sticking them in after I've found everything out. A bit towards the weekend now, I would have thought. But I also know there's another female Sankey available, but it's the males I'm struggling with. Wouldn't be so bad if I got a male Kawaku. I haven't bothered on Kawaku either, you know, but this time of year is where I could do with them. But we'll see what we can do, we'll see what we can get. I know I've got female showers, bigger showers. I know there's 2 or 3 of them in here. Well, there's at least 3 with the one I had off Vince, which is an Isa female. Well, he sold it me as female. He does suggest that's the Isa female down there, around about, I don't know, 55, 56 cm. What else we got? That's female shower, yeah, if you can see it with the glare. And there's a couple others. There's a few others. Don't know what that shower is. That shower might be male, you know. That could be male. If that's male, that could put a summit in the mix, couldn't it? But if it is male, that one is too big to put with the sheros, because it would, if it is male and they had it kicked off, it would have battered the shero, which is too big. Another female shower down there. So we got options, anyway. We got options, and we'll see what's what. But we've had thunderstorms today. We had a lot of rain here, to be fair. I think it rained about 2 o'clock, my daughter said. The thunder, you can still hear that rumbling in the background, but I think it's sort of at Wolverhampton and Mad Dog's area more than it's over here. As you can see, the grey clouds are still lingering. We've got a bit of blue sky over here, and then it just goes greyer as it goes around here. But that lot's passed over, which is good. So, right, another thing. Noticed some flicking going on in here yesterday. So I'll put some Alprex in. I'm feeding, so they must be okay. Obviously the feed has gone off twice already today. So I'll put a dose of Alprex in today, I'll put another dose in tomorrow. And I'll put a third dose in on day 3. I know they say only do 2, but I've done up to 5 and they've been fine. But the only trouble is obviously the acroflavin that discolours the water, and it stays like that for ages and ages. You can only really get it out with water changes, as you know. So there you go. That's probably going to be it for this video now. I might put a bit while I'm putting them back in, but or I'll show you when I'm back in, because I'm on my own. So I got the baby here with me to film, have I? So there you go. There you go. That'll always work out, does it? This spawning life. It does if you got bigger fish, but these are still young and immature, I think, and that's where the failing is at the minute. But we'll see how it goes. Right then, I'll catch you all up later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Shower's still for sale if anybody wants a shower. Fish them still for sale if anybody wants to buy some fish for or spawn them. And it's like I said, they don't always work out, does they, the spawn? It is what it is, as the sign says. Catch you later, in a bit, 8. I'm back. I cooled them down over a couple of hours and just put them back. Now I'm going to show you something. Whether it's right or wrong I don't know, but this is what I do. Turn them blue. I've now malachite and formalin the whole pond. Seeing as I've put them in there, it's just in case there's a risk of any costia or chilodonella or stress related parasites such as white spot as well. Just in case I've got any of them over the last few days. When you put them back in, they've only got to be in there 10 minutes, and then parasites will start transferring to other fish. So might as well just do the whole pond, get it done, let it run through. Just one dose of malachite and formalin will sort them out, and we'll see how we get on. Like I said, come towards the end of the week, I might decide to do the Sankeys. I'm gonna have to think long and hard as to what I've got. I need some males. I need some showers or some Kohaku males. No two ways about it. Somewhat what's going to perform. So I've got plenty shower females, but there you go. So I'm going to draw this to a close. I've just had Mad Dog on the phone telling me all about his happenings with the scammer. Be careful out there, guys, if you're a dealer. I don't need to say too much. It's all explained on his channel. So if you want to go and have a look. Mad Dog's Pond. You'll see it on there. Basically, he's been took for some money, which ain't nice for anybody, whether you're a dealer or whether you're just personal or whatever, how much it is. But yeah, there's some sick folks out there, but we can get it sorted. But there you go. Right, I'll leave it at that. I'll catch you all later in a bit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe if you want to. It's your YouTube, not mine. I'll catch you later in a bit.